Hey everyone, I saw a video this morning in my subscriptions feed from a YouTuber who I used to film alongside at the Occupy movement and other protest movements afterward. That's CSAction. And he put up a video of something that was so cringeworthy that it made me want to puke. And I wanted to explain to you all why it was so cringeworthy to me, because I do have a little bit of a unique perspective on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. He didn't put any sound on his video, so you're not missing anything. Basically, in Colorado Springs, there's a core group of protesters that they try to protest everything. Everything. And they try to co-opt every movement. And I know them as being at their core, anti-war protesters, and the person that I've singled out the most from them, besides CSAction, is Eric Verlo, and there's plenty of videos on my channel about him. He is basically the Macintosh to this Sarkeesian, and what you're seeing right now is actually a white Black Lives Matter protest, okay? Eric Verlo and his core group of protesters, in wanting to take the steam of any movement and co-opt it into them, they couldn't find enough black people to start their own chapter of Black Lives Matter. So they started their own chapter of showing up for racial justice. Their own version of Black Lives Matter. They're holding up Black Lives Matter signs because that's what people recognize, right? And I recognize the handwriting on all of these signs. This is all Eric Verlo's work. Eric Verlo is a silver spoon in his mouth motherfucker who has never had to work a day in his fucking life. He rents a studio apartment across catty corner from Acacia Park, where it's the best place to put on a protest in Colorado Springs, just so that he can have his signs ready to go at a moment's notice. Just so that he can jump out with his camera whenever it's needed, okay? Because this motherfucker needs to get on TV as being the most progressive person in the fucking world, okay? He's got like a pathological need to take over any protest movement that ever happens, okay? My first run-in with him was at Occupy Colorado Springs, but in researching him, I found where he had a protest at a St. Patrick's Day parade that ended in a nun getting killed. This is fucking for real, people. And he also protested the fucking Democratic National Convention when it was in Colorado Springs because it wasn't progressive enough for him, and he actually got arrested at it because this guy needs to get on TV. He needs to make a big splash in the world. So he will dope all of these people. He duped all these people into becoming part of his protest. All of these white people that showed up for Black Lives Matter, right? Because he just needs to put on shows like this. And it doesn't matter what the movement is, okay? There's videos on my channel about this motherfucker protesting at a space symposium because he doesn't want the Star Wars program and nukes in the air, right? He doesn't want nukes in space. He's co-opted the Idle No More movement. If you don't know what that is, that's Native Americans who don't want the Keystone Pipeline. So he would go into malls with white kids who are maybe like a quadrillionth fucking Cherokee, right? And they would all bang some drums in the middle of a fucking mall, in a shopping mall, and get themselves arrested for trespassing to protest the Keystone Pipeline, which isn't even going through Colorado, right? This motherfucker will try to co-opt any movement just to put on a fucking show, all right? All of these signs that you're seeing on the screen, they're all made by him. Afterwards, he probably collected them all, because I've seen him do it at many different protests. He collects them all, puts them in his little fucking studio apartment across from where the best place to put on protests is, in Colorado Springs, and he saves them so that he can have them for the next fucking showing, right? All of these kids, they don't know what they're doing in associating with him. Look, let me just pause this for a second. How fucking productive is it to make the one black person per fucking 100 that you have at your fucking protest look like the token black guy. How is that good for Black Lives fucking Matter? Holy shit. Let me just skip to around 7:30 here in this so you can see that, yeah, this is a positive sighting of Eric fucking Verlo, okay? Because you need to know this guy. If you're in Colorado Springs and you see this guy at your fucking protest, just fucking give up and run away, because he is fucking cancer. This is the Macintosh to Sarkeesian here. Right the fuck here. Eric Verlo. So that's my inside take on the whitest fucking Black Lives Matter movement protest that you will ever fucking see. It's fucking protesters that will protest anything just to get on TV. And yes, they fucking did, because I can show you right on the sidebar, the Colorado Springs Gazette, which is the biggest newspaper in town, just put up a video. Showing up for racial justice surges into downtown Colorado Springs. It's fucking fake, fucking contrived news made by Eric Verlo and his fucking little core of fucking protesters like CSAction that try to fucking make it look like there's a movement in the city when there is none. Seriously, no one fucking cares about Black Lives Matter in fucking Colorado Springs, but these fucking few college fucking students that got duped into showing up by somebody who doesn't fucking care what the fucking protest is. He just wants to fucking protest.